Hey, I woke up this morning wanting to play Max Payne 3 for no obvious reason. We're going to be very serious today, very dark and gritty and edgy, and I hope you're ready for that. This in your mama's Max Payne. This game does get a little gross in places if I remember. I also remember really liking the gameplay, the jumpy shooty parts. I don't know, man. Lots of people say this is not great. However, I remember liking it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I loaded it up to see if I'd be able to, turn on subtitles and things before I started the game. But as soon as I pressed start, it started playing a cutscene that was unskippable. So we're starting over. Didn't want you to miss any of that Max Payne goodness. See, his name is Max Payne, but it's spelled slightly differently. You see, there's a Y in there instead of an I. He got it off a hairdryer. Let's make it pretty visible, actually. Although I remember more of this game being bright than is dark. There's lots of very strange visual effects that probably haven't aged very well and didn't look great at the time.
This place is great, really comfortable.
I've got the fucking TV on. I'm a doofus.
I'm just gonna get settled in.
Oh,
Time to move on. Get on with my life.
I was wondering
Yes,
why it was
absolutely.
so quiet earlier. No, because I didn't have my headphones in and I was just listening to the TV at 1% volume. I'm the dumbest idiot who ever lived. Oh, you're not looking so good, Max.
Now, like I said, it was a long time ago.
Do not adjust your stat. That is the game
Let it go.
doing weird visual
Seriously.
things. Bye, Max. This is, of course, the third in the Max Payne trilogy and the final Max Payne game. Kind of one of those.
Definitely more my style than Panama.
Rockstar decided to pour out
Hoboken,
a
I guess.
ridiculous amount of money into it, and it was
No.
never going to make that
If
money
I'm
back.
honest,
And
I
now
just got kind of bored of boozing.
the series is dead.
Once in a while, but not all the time.
Although a lot of the work
You're right. It
went on
wasn't doing
animations,
me
which
any
they did
favors.
use in the future games.
Maybe I'd lost my self-respect, but it's back. I'm excited. Really. I really needed a new start. I think you're right. I think I am gonna like it here.
This game's also on 2 discs.
It's certainly ain't New Jersey. It's my new life, just like you said.
I don't think Max is well. I'm sorry, everyone.
Listen, if you think I can still do a job.
He also don't have his loud
What have I
shirt
got to
yet. That
lose?
must be.
Apart from the weight. Very funny. Ha ha. Yes, that is a fake laugh, you jerk.
There's going to be a lot of monologuing. I hope you're ready for a lot of sad cop monologues. This game is predominantly sad cop monologues. Damn it, Max Payne 1. It's just been all downhill from there. I mean, he's not a cop anymore, technically, but I think Max Payne is terminally a cop. You can take his badge and his gun, but it's not going to stop him being a cop. being a cop all over the place, right now even, while he's doing this. So this is our protagonist. Oh wow, now I get to turn on the subtitles. Where would it be? It won't be in controls, would it? There we go. Oh, tempting to turn it off, but I'm not sure you're playing Max Payne 3 if you're not playing with the weird visual distortions on. Go on medium. I kind of want to turn off the... but it'll be so hard to... Oh, do not invert. Oh. Must suck to be someone who likes inverted controls, because, like... there's always a setting for it, but there's not always, like, complete settings for it. You can never have... inverting up and down is a separate thing to inverting
So I
left
guess
and right.
I've become what they wanted me to be.
That man's
killer.
poorly.
Some
He's got a
rent-a-clown
lot
with
of
a
ham
gun
on
who puts
him.
holes in other bad guys.
And a lot of jam on him.
Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for.
The subtitles a little
And these
small.
chumps
Hey,
had paid for
alright
some
on my
angry
end,
gringo
but let me
without the
know.
sensibilities to know right from wrong.
There were 3 maxes then, that's
Here
too
I
many
was
maxes.
about to execute this poor bastard
Not
like
sure we
some
can deal with one
dime-store
max.
angel of death. And I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping
Yes.
the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Not triple pickle. It's 4 months to pickle.
I'd arrived in Sao Paulo
Random
a few
words
weeks
flashing up on the
before.
screen always
I
make
was
me laugh
working
when
the
they're not
protection
supposed to.
detail for the kind of people who need protection in a town like this. And what kind of town was this? One where I didn't speak the language and they didn't water down their drinks. So for now, we seemed to get along just fine. Of course, that was about to change.
Hey, brother.
Hey,
We're very serious today,
How's the
Cash.
cocktail?
We're doing
Scotch.
monologues
I never mix
over
my
here.
drinks.
Yeah, at least not on duty.
This game is taking itself
Something like
extremely
that.
seriously. Max Payne is a very
That
serious
favela
man.
is big.
Yep. Nothing like the view of extreme poverty to make a penthouse cocktail party really swing.
I guess they call it trickle-down economics.
That's funny.
It's supposed to be a charity thing. Drink and give money. I don't know, something for the kids. Hey, listen now. We better look lively. This place is a nightmare. They just got cowboys running security downstairs. And something rotten in the air.
Tile draw.
That didn't mean much. There was always something rotten in the air. The family we were protecting were local celebrities, rich parasites with delusions of humanity. The kind of people who end up in glossy magazines or body bags, depending on how their luck runs. So where are they all? I see Rodrigo over there talking to that guy.
Yeah, I don't know him. That guy next to him. He's some kind of cop.
Oh, sure, there's fun cowboys
I'm
in
not
this
sure.
game, Cash. It's a
Serious,
very
though.
serious
Big-end
experience.
cop, anti-gang sort of thing. I can't remember his name.
So who's this guy?
That guy's a plastic surgeon or some kind of surgeon. Tummy tucks and cock implants. Look at Marcel. Still dances like a fool.
Guess that's what a European education and a coke habit will do for Ricky Martin look-alike.
That's very funny, Max. Oh, excuse me.
It's not actually very funny.
I was mostly working for Rodrigo Branco, a local businessman. Built things, did some charity, had things named after him, won awards, owned things, people. One of the trophies he had won was his wife, Fabiana. She was hot and wanted to be dangerous. Some good genes trying to fight their way out of the
Fabiana.
cesspit. She'd married well and was now at
Weird.
leisure to regret
It
her
does so
good
many
fortune.
weird visual
They got along as
distortion
well as
things.
any
Like,
rich
why?
workaholic and
Why
a younger
though?
airhead wife tend to get along. They mostly ignored each other. She spent a lot of time with his cokehead younger
I'm
brother,
pretty sure his name was
Marcello.
fucking Bronco.
He was a good time guy if your idea of a good time was an expensive suit, a bottle of
One
champagne,
press
and
of
nothing
left
between
trigger,
the
he'd
ears.
levitate.
The middle brother,
Dozen
Victor,
men into
had
the
just
air.
walked in. He was a local politician. Guy was smoother than an oil slick on an iceberg and about as toxic. The rest of the crowd,
Smoother than
I
an
didn't
oil
know,
slick on an
but I could imagine the
iceberg.
types. People who know if they drink enough, they won't have to feel guilty about their good fortune.
Guilty!
Suddenly, things turned real ugly. Felt like our hangovers arrived right on cue.
Laughing about guilt. This is a very serious situation. We shouldn't laugh today.
Passos! The hell was that? I don't know what the fuck that was. Let's go.
Things had gone from fine to fucked up in about a second, and now there were two idiots at the wheel.
Clear.
It's time to
Got
murder
this
the
floor?
poor.
Look after yourself, bro. Stay safe.
It wasn't my own safety I was concerned about, trophy wife or not. I'd said I would protect the girl.
Protect the girl. Press right. Right stick?
I
Really?
hoped I hadn't lost my edge, along with everything else.
Did it? I shot the enemy. Left stick forward and press right bumper to shoot dodge. Whoa! You can just lay on the floor. It will let you do that. It's very funny. Can I have two gun? How do I get two gun? I remember being able to hold two gun in this game. Okay, that's a quick turn. That's not what we wanted. There we go. Two gun. Can I come out of slow-mo, please? I've done it
That
wrong
was the
by
boss
accident.
lady.
It's
Only
fine, we'll
this
get the
time she wasn't
controls. The one I
calling for
think
more
should be
liquor
shoot
in her
dodge
cocktail.
is switch weapon. I do have both my guns out though. Interesting inventory system in this game. You can only hold weapons that Max can physically carry. You can have one long gun. One of my guns is out of bullets. You can have one long gun, but he doesn't have anywhere to put it, so you have to drop it if you want to switch. You can also hold two pistols. He has two pistol holsters.
She was out on one of the balconies, and I hoped, not about to be thrown off it.
Which balcony? Oh, examine magazine.
Trashy magazines and pretty trashy
I had to
people.
take a
I just
break
hoped
to
I could
look
keep
at
them
some
out of the
magazines.
crime section.
Thumb through to see how my local sports team is doing. It's bad news. It's always bad news.
Don't be stupid! Don't be stupid! Let her go! Let her go! Come on!
It might have been stupidity, drunkenness, or maybe both. But before I knew it, I was back taking insane risks, trying to save fallen women.
Whoa! I definitely didn't shoot him in the head, though. That's not where I was pointing.
Tranquila! Tranquila!
There's a lot of cutscenes in the beginning.
Nice work!
One of the main complaints was like, hey, I only played like the first hour because I got bored as shit. It was just cutscenes.
The hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know, man. Thanks.
Somebody's gotta go find him. Está tudo sob controle agora. Fica tranquilo.
But we're here for the story. The story of Max Payne, the most serious cop in the world.
I imagined the elevator doors opening to a firing squad of muzzles. As far as I could see it, the one thing my plan had going was that no one else would be stupid enough to pull this move.
Where you got him?
That one. That one shoot dodge. Can't remember. Ah. Okay. He was telling me how when to cover. That's why he just started running. Give me your gun. Okay, I'm gonna die, is the thing? Okay, we live. We can just drink some painkillers.
I didn't need to give them more of a head start.
Just eat a whole bag of Skittles at once. Delicious. The controls are so weird. I'm having trouble with the controls. What button is reload? Slow down bullet count by holding it. Whoa. Look at the bullet. I'm not gonna stop holding A. I can shoot more times if I want to waste all my ammo on a dead man. Just to be gross. Ooh. The war tech on multiplayer on this. The Mini 14 was about the best gun in the game.
Through the basement. Maybe I still had a shot. Rodrigo was too rich a prize for them to throw away.
Look, he carries the
Sure,
guns
I'd
that
have
you've
to
got in
work
the
hard to
cutscene.
get him back, but I knew the bad guys would want the boss alive almost as much as I did.
Hit it again. Ah! And then I dived into a wall, which kills you. Okay, yeah, I can't, because you're not letting me do anything. Getting my guns out of bullets. Getting my guns out of bullets. I hate the controls so much. It's fine, we'll get used to them. Whoop! Not a good place to lie down. Bad nap spot. Whoa! Okay, I understand button. I'll go open the door.
Control
It's fine.
box was on the wall to the
How do I
left of the
drink my
gate.
painkillers? I wish he didn't switch to his pistol during the cutscene. Might be a job for a rifle. Is there clues? On clues. Is this a clue? No.
Dragging Bronco along would slow them down, but not much.
I decided to start telling the player off.
The great thing about
Walking
being
too
famous
slow.
as well as rich is the bad guys know who to kidnap. Another parking lot rattling with gunfire. Was I too late?
Ah, did it. Ah! Don't shoot me, I'm nice. Or a bit of a disaster, it's fine. Bumped into a wall and fell over. Right in front of the guy.
Rodrigo!
I do love that you can mess up the dodge and just slam into a wall. That's the best part of the game. It genuinely is. I'm not even kidding. Go away! You've been shot too many times.
Mr. Bronco!
Mr. Bronco. I guess I'll go open the door. It's fine. I'll get up. Ah. Wiggly. probably use the lock on.
You're okay. You're okay. Yeah. Come on, get up.
Child lock.
Come on, get up. You're okay. Come with me. Just come on. It's okay. Stay right here.
Ei, vocês aí! Que porra vocês estão fazendo? A justiça local?
Que porra você acha que é, falando com meus homens assim?
Você acha que tem o direito de matar as pessoas a sangue frio, Becker?
Cala a boca, cuzão! Continua dando multas. Não põe o nariz onde não é chamado. Vamos!
I understood vamos.
Chama uma ambulância!
Fuck.
You did good, Max.
Got
say
a
so.
lot and poorly.
Don't look so good.
Hey, what could be better, huh? The good guys are reunited, and the
cop's
Commando
got down
Sombra are
on it.
dead.
I guess. So who's this guy?
I don't know. Some kind of cop. Different branch of the police. Not UFE, but normal cops. I don't know about this stuff, politics. Everywhere politics. Shit, Max, you look kind of beat up. Let's get this lot home, and then I'll get you
Commando
home too. Come on.
sombrero. He just shouting at the ones that flash on the screen for no
Back
fucking
home,
reason.
it was time for some R&R, the only way I knew how.
I drank some painkillers and hit some whiskey. Made me do a funny little dance.
And with that, I guess I was ready for bed.
Seems like it. Too much beetle nut. I saw the milk just left out in his rundown Brazil apartment.
A couple of days later, it was back to work, ferrying the boss's broad and his dipshit of a brother out for the night so they could recover from their brush with
Felt
mortality.
like a wet
Then
rag
again,
or
what
a
did I expect?
ball of goop.
These were the kind of people who went to nightclubs in helicopters. Fabiana had brought her sister along, presumably so she could show off just how rich and empty her life was. And boy, was she about to learn the meaning of rich and empty.
Max! Max! I was speaking to you.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was saying we gotta do a lot of scrapes, man.
Well, we're still here.
Hey!
Thanks to you, Max. I owe you my life.
It wasn't just him, huh, baby?
Oh, yes, Marcel. I'm sure you did a lot to save everyone. You were probably worried about getting blood on your stash.
Very funny.
Thank you, Max. I don't know what I would do without my sister.
Spend even more time doing something useful.
Doesn't
You know
matter
she
what it
works in the
means. It,
favela.
has to, it just sounds very
Sister.
serious. God sister.
What did you hear, Baba? More bodies turned up, more people went missing. It's horrifying.
Did someone say Buzz Q?
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Ah, I
didn't
missed that
slow
one.
down, man.
Looking at chat.
Hey, here we are. Saúde.
It's the visual distortion just because Max has ruined his brain with whiskey and pills.
Good luck.
I love this place. E aí, Zé Carioca, palavra. I love this view.
Max had just decided he couldn't deal with it anymore and got out.
It's a real chill place to hang,
This
you
is
know?
fine, I'll
Do a little
walk.
business,
Just
have some
steps
fun.
out of the
I need it
helicopter
too.
and
I've been
drops.
working far too hard. Like a whore during Fleechy Weeky, as my roommate used to say. You like that, Max?
That's pretty funny.
I didn't really think it was funny.
Oh, look, it's Alphonse's little
The joke was like a bad fart.
Você lembra da minha irmã, Giovanna?
Claro que sim, Fabiana.
God, I'm glad you are still with us. Come, I heard what happened. I've missed you. I would have called, but you know how it is. Didn't want it to bother you. Hey, Marcel, I think I might have an interesting investment for your brother. We'll
Interesting
call him up,
investment.
homie. I haven't seen him for a while. Abre a porta, abre a porta. Last week was Fashion Week. My God, Egypt, but so beautiful. Oh, you know Anastasia?
Oh yeah, I know Anna.
I doubt she can't even...
Brother for you. That wasn't music, it was just noise. The music was like a bad fat. I was running out of metaphors.
Your table, nothing but the best. Nothing but the second best. Why can't we sit over there, man?
I love you, but Claudio booked in advance.
Claudio? Fucking Claudio, he isn't even any good. If he were going to be in Barcelona, Milan, he couldn't make it in Germany.
That
Now
was
he
like
comes back here
someone
and
who
takes
needed to
fucking
take a
royalty.
bite from the
I'll
apple.
introduce you. Nah, non precisa. Just give me a bottle of champagne, eh?
This kind of place made me want to puke. I needed a real drink to deal with the
Real
electronic
drink, electronic
music, and the
music,
robotic people.
robotic people.
Fucking monkey from a fucking slum. He acts cool with me. What's that? Nothing.
Wasn't
Say, Max,
happy,
you're a man
frolicking
of the
in
world.
heaven. You needed to
fucking
chew
do,
on
man?
the apple. An apple
what?
chewer.
What do you do about life?
Look at me, I'm standing in a nightclub, listening to music I can't stand.
I knew it
I'm
wasn't music, it
5,000
was
miles
just
from
noise.
home,
You can
I'm
tell by
armed, and
looking.
I'm drinking. You don't want to listen to advice from me,
I don't
amigo.
want to listen to advice
Oh,
from me,
Max,
amigo.
I love you, man. You're fucking real, you know? Oh, shit. People. Fuck them. People get me wrong.
No problem.
I think I love a wrong woman.
I love the wrong woman.
Fabio! Fabio! Ah, my nigga, how are you? What you been, Mo? What you been?
Thank God he had left. A minute more of his drivel and I would have had to put a bullet in him myself. It soon turned out I wasn't the only one.
Oh, geez. That is down. Whoa! Check out! That's dumb.
Hadn't
do
seen
need
it
to drink
coming,
some
but
painkillers.
that was no surprise.
I got
It's hard
shot
to keep
more
your eye on
times
the
than
ball
I'd
from the
noticed.
bottom of the glass. I just hoped I could get to Fabiana and Giovanna in time.
I didn't mean to eat all of my painkillers. That's that one I had in mind. We have a micro user. And a revolver, but I didn't get to
Doors
pick
had
that
been
up.
chained shut. I didn't need my Portuguese for Beginners phrase book to work out what was going on. The guy making the noise was the boss. He was sending them around to cut me off from the other side. And sure enough, a few seconds later, I had some company on the dance floor.
Oh, this gun doesn't do a lot of damage, does it?
There had to
hit
be
me,
another
man,
way
while I
out
was
through the VIP lounge. Rich
Let's
fools
use
love
the
a
Beretta
private
again.
exit.
Who's shooting? Oh, how did I see him? Fine. There's two ways of going into slow-mo. There's just clicking down on the analog stick. I've got to use 2 oozes. It's giving me too many oozes. No. Thank you. Ah, there is the revolver though. Maybe the revolver doesn't suck. Imagine that.
Time was a
How do
luxury
I
I couldn't
reload?
afford.
I want to reload my gun. Why is all of the controls
That
backwards?
was your typical
I know.
trendy hellhole. A playground for the overpreened and undernourished.
I'm very serious today.
Sushi and house music and vodka. A place you don't get through the door unless you're rich, beautiful, or, in this instance, it seemed,
Clues.
a heavily armed psychopath. I remembered there was a patio upstairs. About the only thing I'd managed to clock in that place was the smoking area.
Oh. I think they lost its boyfriend. You'd think I'd have hit him all Ah! No bullets! I didn't have any bullets. Maybe we don't do the mini uses. They're very bad.
There had to be another way out through the VIP lounge. Rich fools love a private exit.
Oops! Bumped into the desk and then shot him in the toe and he fell over. I'll take.
Poor bastard's name was Claudio. I found out later he was a pretty big shot soccer player for the Galatians. Some nearly superstar just back from Europe. The usual. Scored goals, scored girls. The only box he'd be getting into now was the one he'd be leaving in.
The box is a thing in football. It's the bar around the goal. I was doing a pun. One of those double entendres. Can I stop
I
looking at the
remembered
flyer?
there was a patio upstairs. About the
I
only
need you
thing I'd
to,
managed
Max.
to
I
clock
need
in
you
that
to not look
place
at
was
this
the
flyer
smoking
anymore.
area.
I need you to stop. I've pressed so many buttons and you're not stopping looking at this flyer. Max. Oh, excuse me. We're free. Do you have a revolver? I want two. Why am I hitting? The whole wall's bulletproof glass. I understand. I understand. Whoa! There he goes. Very much not impressed by the user. We'll keep the revolver.
Hey, Sao Paulo's favorite bodyguard. How's it going, bro?
It's not good. Some guys took Giovanna and Fabiana.
What? Jesus, Max. Hey, I'm on my way.
No, stay in the chopper. We'll need a way out of here. I'll go find the girls.
God, they came out there. They went that way into the lounge.
Come
Go.
Get up. You can't stay here. I need you to lock this door
Saying,
behind you.
the
Get
difference
everybody else
between
out
the
of
two ways you can go into slow-mo
here. Son of a bitch.
whoop, is that you have a bar that dodging doesn't use up, but just using it normally does. I mean, it uses it up, but you stay in slow-mo until you land if you jump. I can never help diving off stairs. Going too far. He's dead now. I feel like they can fly on the ground and have a nap. No, Max. You're looking at the one behind the wall. Good job.
All this unfinished business, and all I could think about was my unfinished scotch.
I was thirsty from all the murder.
It looked loud and expensive enough to be Fabiana's. Her fashion sense didn't leave a whole lot of room for imagination, let alone food. The girl sure knew how to draw the eye, and maybe that was the problem. But at least I was heading in the right direction.
Tom dress piece of damn. Oh, we need those because we're fucking
Whatever the
dying.
hell they were arguing about, it was time for me to add my 2 cents.
Hang on. Thank you. I want another revolver. I keep clicking the wrong buttons to do everything. There we go. I keep eating all my painkillers. That's weird.
I had no choice but to keep pushing forward.
You got a copy of the game that you could play and one that you couldn't for
It was
free.
still alive at least.
Well,
This
thrown
crew
in
was
as a
starting to
bonus.
look a lot like friends of the gate crashers at last week's party. These guys had some real issues with the Broncos. They were back to finish the job. I figured it was time to start doing mine.
Fires both at once, which is wrong. Supposed to alternate like a cowboy. Do like just jumping around and shooting 2 guns while diving through the air and shooting a gun in the air while going just all the moves.
They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before
He's a little bit of a cowboy. Maybe Max is a cowboy.
I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I
Do
decided
like
to
that
go
keeps
with
the
it.
gun that you've got in the cutscene as well.
What a view. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting shot
Jack,
at
and I
by
was
a
still sad.
psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings.
This place was
Couple
like
more South
Baghdad
Americans
with
giving some
G-strings.
poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. Now, I had a ride to catch.
Come on! Jesus, Max! I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes! What the hell happened in there?
They jumped us. Same guys from the party, I think. They grabbed the girl.
I don't know what that means.
But he's here now.
Yeah, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just the guy paying you lots of money to protect me.
Yeah, what were you drinking?
Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober.
Hey, oh yeah,
Look, there they are.
I shoot better when I'm drunk. Don't worry about it, I'm
Are you
fine.
crazy? We can't just leave her. Max, you gotta do something. Come on, get the rifle back there.
Definitely just hit that guy in the universal weak spot.
She's making a run for it.
Yeah, he's very Michael from GTA 5. Like, legit, I think Michael is kind of modeled after him as well. This is Rockstar, by the way.
He's gonna shoot.
And Michael definitely uses the same animation system that Max Payne does to blend his animations together, because that was a big thing with this game. This lock-on is wildly powerful. This would be very difficult on the controller without this lock-on, I guess.
Come on.
He really does shoot better when he's drunk. Michael's like a bit less self-serious and stuff.
Don't worry, I see her.
Michael's like a parody of Mad Max is a parody of, I don't know.
Keep it steady, Passos. You're making too high.
I tried to do catching him out shot there. Yeah! I tried to do one without the auto whip.
Thanks for
There we
leaving me
go,
to
go.
fend for myself in that, Max. You were after the girls, not you.
Should probably aim less at her and more near where she is.
You gotta hold him or do something, man. Move, you're gonna lose her. She's headed for the roof. Gotta get around this thing.
Max is just like a new arc off in the first two. The second one's really weird, like comic book. The first one's like just stuff happening, and Max does like funny narration
Don't fuck yourself, man.
about it. I kind of like Max as a series. First one's growing up. Weird. Like I just kept shooting him in slow motion.
She's headed inside, Passos.
Is
She's
it?
down there. Right.
Oh
Head
jeez!
to the helipad.
Makes sense, cause Max Payne. No, yeah, cause in Max were a Remedy game before Rockstar bought it. Max has Sam Lake's face in the first one. Oh jeez, not the movie. I think I have that DVD. I think I had it. I don't think I even still got it. It wasn't even bad enough to go in my collection.
Army of these goons. Clearly, somebody wanted these girls bad.
Yeah, he's one of the Remedy
Or
gang.
maybe they just assumed the Broncos
He shows up
security
in the
team
movie, but he's
consisted of more
not
of
as
a
Max Payne,
drunk
just as a
American
guy.
has-been and
Drunk
Brazilian
American
never
has-been.
was, who should've
Brazilian
paid
never
more attention
was.
in flying school. Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
I have the terrible Uzi. It's gonna be a problem.
Isso está ficando vergonhoso. Ela não vale a pena. Temos a mulher de branco. Foi por isso
Might die from this tiny hop down the stairs. I took a look. This combat might actually slap like unbelievably there. This might be fucking rad as hell, to be honest. Give me the revolver. Ah. Let me use the tablets. Give me a shotgun. It's gonna be hard to dodge here without going off the building. Could have done without missing it. Max? What is coming out of the shotgun? Is it bullets? Because I don't think it's bullets. Please switch things. Yeah, I know. Damn. He's saying words to me when I want to do things. Where did he come from? God. Precarious. Maybe we don't use the shotgun. Maybe the shotgun's kind of bad. Oh, the bullets got past me. He didn't even get me. I mean, he got me a little bit before that, but... Don't jump out at me. I'll do a shoot dodge. He's alone in the dark. On 360.
The odds on
We're gonna
Giovanna
play
still
that.
being
That's on the
alive
list.
were getting worse by the second, and if Fabiana wasn't dead already, I was guessing pretty soon
We're
she'd
gonna
start
get to that
wishing
one.
she was. I was up for one god-awful performance review.
I mean,
This
to be
was a
honest,
mess.
Max, you've done
Where the hell
pretty
was
good.
Passos?
You've killed an army of people. I mean, what more do there... Yeah, this is kind of above and beyond for a
Over
security guard. For
What's
private
happening?
security.
Where were you?
Are you all right?
What do I look all right?
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here.
I have bullets.
Passos,
Bullet holes
where
in
is he?
me.
Is he
Like
okay?
all
We're gonna
over.
make a quick detour.
Poor Max.
He's fine. He's right there.
Oh my God. It's Raul.
Giovanna!
No!
What are you doing?
Giovanna! Hey! No, nothing. Go.
Seems like I wasn't the only guy around here who had taken his eye off the ball.
Are you okay?
My weakness was the drink. Passos was the sister. Things were turning pretty ugly in this town. The boss's girl was gone, and part of me wished I was too.
Just had to bite the apple. Max. They're not Skittles. They're not for eating. They're not M&Ms. Maybe they are. Maybe he's just got a crippling M&M addiction. I want to get that scene too, so I don't get infected.
Well, what choice do we have? We have never paid out ransoms before. But I don't know. I don't like the feeling of this. What about you, Max?
I don't know. I'm no expert on hostage negotiations. I know people who are, but they're in America.
We don't have
I
time
kinda
for
just
America.
run and shoot
I know
people.
you're right, Marcelo. It's not like I don't have the money to pay.
Money.
Father made a lot of money.
Father made a lot
We
of
have
money.
always been targets. We all know that. But much as it pains me, I don't see we have a choice. Maybe after we pay, we find out who did it. We have them... Well, we all know what I'm saying.
Who do you think is targeting your family?
Haters.
Who can say? Life in this country is not easy, you can see that. I have tried to
I mean,
do
it's
business the
kind
right
of a
way,
lot
but that's not
easier.
always possible.
For you than it is a lot of people. Also,
Of course
the
I've made
right way.
enemies, but I've also
It's a
paid
pew
a lot
pew
of
game,
bribes.
Sylvie. How you doing?
No,
We're very serious today.
It's probably that street gang trying to get at me.
I don't know.
Playing
All I
Max
know, I have
Payne.
tried to reach out to this group.
He's a
Comando
very
Sombra.
serious man.
They're not from any of the favelas around here.
Commando Sombra.
They're linked to the drug business. Now, what have I got to do with drugs? Nothing.
I'm gonna take a break
Everybody.
a break in a
Someone
minute because I need a
found
pee.
my wife back.
We
Oh
can take the
jeez,
money.
it's hot there. It's overcast and threatening to rain here.
Sem fazer barulho, sem fazer cagada, hein?
Ei, vocês aí parados, filho da puta!
Here they come.
Parado aí!
As soon as
Bota essa arma no chão!
Hey, put the gun down. Put down your gun.
Bota essa arma no chão agora!
Slow, slow, slow.
Não faça nada, estúpido! Me mostra o dinheiro!
What's he saying?
Open the bag. Show me it's full of money.
Depressa, porra, depressa!
Easy, pal, easy.
Vem!
Apparently
poor
someone up in
Max.
the nosebleeds didn't like the game we were playing. The money was gone, and I was next if I didn't get off that field.
Probably down.
The bullets came from long range.
He's on 1 health.
They were well-armed
Wiggling
professionals.
real
and I was
badly.
starting to
His
feel
eyeballs are
decidedly
wounded.
amateur.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. There's got to be a first aid kit around here somewhere.
Let's hope. Pizza. Ah! What did I do? I clicked something. Ah! Is everything okay? Is the stream still up? I moved one of the windows. I don't know which one. It's fine. It wasn't chat. I can see chat. There's no I think we're fine. Okay. I think I just minimized Firefox by accident when putting the controller down. I'll be right back. I'm back. Gotta hydrate, Sylvie. Can't do that. You can't talk about any of those things. We're very serious here. We're very edgy here. Griffin, rip it. It's like Baghdad with G strings out there. Oh, dang, nice. Who said that? Where are you now? How is it warm? We're in the same country and it's only like 4 inches across. How is it? How is it warm where you
more
are?
Times than I could remember, but this felt different. Maybe fate was sending me a message, trying to tell me my luck was finally about to run out. Or maybe I just severed an artery and was bleeding out like any number of fools who got shot playing with guns. Either way, I was failing fast.
Got shot with a bigger bullet than usual. It was making me even sadder than normal. My room only gets warm when my housemate turns the
At
heat on
least
for
one
no
of us
reason.
had a gun now. That raised our chances of survival all the way from nil to slim.
Screen is
You got
wiggling far too much.
The guy with the bag must have got hit. He's bleeding all over the place.
He's not the only one. Come on. I think he went this way.
My arm hurts.
So this was it.
I've got
My
right on
easy
me.
retirement money. My blood-stained 401k. A chance to drink for free while chaperoning socialites around town and making sure the poor people didn't get too close. The brochure sure didn't mention any of this shit.
I wanted to kick the hat out of the way, but I can't see his feet. I can't look down far enough.
Hold on. Wait here a second. Oh, not a problem.
Oh, he's a lot of jam is occurring right now. Not sure Max is okay.
Whoa. Looks like I missed all the fun.
Easy there, Grandpa.
It's been a horrible jam accident.
Come on. I'm getting flashbacks to that wedding we worked in Aruba.
Yeah, back to the good old days when I thought I might actually like this job.
Oh no, Diva.
Dumb sport.
It's a go.
Hey, careful, my friend. That's blasphemy in this town.
Blasphemy.
You okay, bro?
Never better.
Why don't they simply
Whose
pick
idea
up
was
the
this
ball?
anyway?
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I wonder.
Hit chest.
Is it bad?
Could be a lot worse.
Here.
Thank you.
My favorite flavor.
Right. Here we go. Put the sleeve on, come on. All right, don't be a pussy.
So what now?
We make sure that the right
You just
clowns get the
drank the
money.
entire bottle of pills
Who the hell do you think that
in one
was?
cup.
Tried to gate crash our little wine and cheese party.
I have no idea. This is Sao Paulo, brother. Could be anyone.
Anyone with access to high-powered sniper rifles and trained killers.
Rifles,
That's pretty much
killers.
everyone.
Everyone.
So what now, Einstein?
Yeah.
I guess we get these Comando Sombra their money. And make
He
sure
should
they know
probably
we did not try
drink
to trick
less
them otherwise.
pills.
Fabiana, she won't come back in such good shape.
He'd probably be less of a wreck if he drank less pills.
Come on, come on.
Eu sabia que essa porra ia dar merda. Quem foi o filho da puta que teve essa ideia de estado? Cala a boca, porra! Se
Time to do
concentra,
some
caralho!
As freaked out as we are.
Are we sneaking? Ah. Normally if you do that, you just go around the corner on the cover. Do another hop. Hope you're all ready. Whoa! Oh, most of them were ready. Ah, I see what the plan is here.
The people of Sao Paulo.
We make sure we're constantly at rock bottom, so the only way left to go is up. Let's take the shotgun again. I'm not convinced by it though. This door's stuck. Where am I going first?
Looks clear. Come on, move.
He's doing. It's one of those life hacks. Make sure you're always as miserable as is humanly possible. It can never get worse. Got it.
Good job.
Just another day at the office, huh?
Should have known this wouldn't end well.
Didn't even begin well. It was hardly a textbook hostage exchange.
I guess I must have skipped that class.
Skip that class.
Okay, come on. Let's go.
How's he going?
Max, please stop
We got
putting your
here.
gun away.
Do you have the money?
No. But he might be able to tell us what the fuck is going on.
Seu filho da puta. O que aconteceu lá embaixo? Quem nos atacou?
Kinda sorta did happen here. Never
Heads
mind.
up. Here come his friends.
Ah, I'm facing the wrong way.
Something tells me we're heading in the right direction.
Straight on here, I'll cover you. We gonna do this?
Son of a bitch.
That were a universal weak spot here. I'm sorry.
You okay?
About
I panicked.
this before. Looking forward to getting out of this shithole.
Let's go, Max.
Is that another thing? Just a texture on the floor.
It didn't sound like we were the only ones getting shot at. Who the hell had tipped these guys
Half of
off?
Max Payne 2
I
is
didn't
just
know
going
what to
around
think
going,
anymore.
life is like a
This town had
hole.
more smoke and mirrors
Take
than
one
a strip
wrong
club
step
locker
and you're back at
room.
your lowest possible point. You spent so long trying to climb out of the hole. But you've dug such a big hole. Then you slip and you go in the hole. Life is like a box of holes.
Não, aqui, por aqui. Essa porta aqui, fecha essa porta depressa. Ei, peraí, não me deixa aqui sozinho.
Life is like a box of chocolates. I hate it and it makes me miserable.
Cadê a porra do dinheiro? Vou meter uma bala na sua cabeça, filha da puta!
Give me pills instead.
Ei, morre,
Mom, this isn't the one I asked for.
Eles devem ter ido por aqui. Abre a porta.
They seem nice enough.
Sorry. Max, are you wearing a small box?
Were they cops?
You tell me. I don't think so.
Caralho, porra! Puta que pariu!
Come on. They're going after the cash. I've had enough of these fools.
Pega, pega, pega! Mantenham suas posições!
I hate the shotgun so much. Ah, Max is stuck in the sky. I won.
You need to see this.
MP5. I remember the MP5 actually being good and useful. Life is like a box of holes.
A little late to be giving him his
Well
last
lit.
rites, don't you think?
Right.
This flakjack. This is high-end gear. These guys are seriously financed.
Seriously,
I know.
finance.
I'll get you one for Christmas.
How
Come
about we
on,
take
keep
his
moving.
flak
Still got
jacket
a
and then we have a
sniper on
flak
us.
jacket?
We'll deal with him first. I only got one shoulder left.
There's no time. The money will be long gone. We gotta stay on the guy with the bag.
I might have written the book on dumb ideas, but Passos sure wasn't
Wait,
afraid
did
to
you
quote
subtitles
from
go,
it.
Max? Apparently that's not what you do.
I didn't give a damn about the money, but I knew what would happen to Fabiana if the wrong
Oh, that's a
people got
subtitle.
paid.
Asshole!
This seems not fine. Okay, do I just run to the door?
I didn't give a damn about the money, but I
Life
knew
is a
what would
jacket
happen to
made of
Fabiana if
flapjack.
the wrong people got paid.
Asshole!
You'll never get me, sniper. I'm too fast. Hey, you didn't get me.
Passando da hora de dar uma lição no comando sombra. Esse louco favelado.
I shouldn't have done that. That were a mistake.
Mantenha ele na pontaria.
messy, but we got through it.
My shoulder was ripped to shreds. For once, I had an excuse to medicate.
Ooh, flashlight.
It was time to introduce our sniping pal to something more intimate and short range.
I was gonna punch the man in the head.
Isso não vai ter final feliz pra você, mano.
Oh. Why did I just walk in there? And how did I not see anyone? And how did they all miss me?
That guy was getting annoying.
The hell did they know about the exchange?
This is Sampa, bro. That kind of cash doesn't stay quiet for long. And these kids like expensive toys. Here, put this on. Have a better chance if we split up.
Almost looks like we know what
Very
we're
sneaky.
Yeah, right. Don't speak too soon, brother.
Can I have the sniper gun?
Looks like it's
I
coming
got
from the
shot in the
stands.
arm and I'm sadder, so I should have the sniper gun.
Shit, they got the guy with the bag.
Stay here. Cover me.
I'll go after him.
Hey, keep your headset on.
Look, I'll deal with the guys on the other side of the fence. Take me out.
Whatever you say.
That flight jacket is making a difference there. Whoa! Ah. Stop being in slow motion. Who's throwing that? This was a mistake. Where were you? Can't see that. That's where all the fucking grenades are coming from. He's throwing another! Wait! He tried to shoot me. We got through it. I'd say I heard someone yelling after they were all dead, so we probably got quite through it. Ah! That were a bad time to reload. We lost out to someone who I can see now, because I'm not sure we're hitting him. That's not. Why am I crouched? Oh, I don't think it helps. Ah! I really need him to stop locking on to weird things. But just let me in without locking on. That might be better than what he's doing. Please, die. Who's left? Now you're out there, you just shot me. Fool, I have slow motion power. I am almost dead again. That's bad. once you get one of those slow-mo kills, the fight is over.
Alright, I'm inside. Looks like a VIP lounge or something. I'm gonna check it
I'm
out.
gonna make a jack out of flapjacks.
Neves vai nos matar, hein? Se a gente
Não,
não voltar
não
com
ia.
dinheiro, né? Quem é, menina? Alguma alpinista?
Wow, I did that bad. I need more bullets in my gun when I... Okay, perhaps it's that he switched to his pistol, which has no bullets in.
Looks like a VIP lounge or something. I'm gonna check it out.
I ended the fight dead, and they didn't.
Voltar com dinheiro, né? Quem é, menina? Alguma alpinista social aí casada com você?
Exactly what it sounds like.
No, Max! The one that you can see! Okay. You win this round. Patient man. Most dangerous of all my enemies. I didn't mean to do that one. I just can't stop. That was just the wrong button. It's fine though. I wanted to use the painkillers anyway. I can't. It's either down or up on the D-pad to heal, and the other one of those is quick turn. Okay. Did I get that in the back there? I think I got him. I shot him once.
I don't know. Looking for something that ain't... Claudio, their golden boy. He'd sure picked the wrong party on the wrong night. Although if the past week was anything to go by, it was safe to assume any party with the Broncos in attendance was the wrong one to be at. Looks like some kind of maintenance elevator.
Max keeps telling me off when I'm...
Where you headed?
There's a million guys and I have no bullets and they have flak jackets on and it's all horrible.
Guessing nowhere nice.
Sign of the
I
money?
did play a bit of this game's tactile multiplayer, by the way, but it was very bad.
Shooting at me.
Shooting at me.
Our surprise guest brought a lot of friends.
Friends.
All right, I'm in the upper stands.
There was a auto aim mod and a no auto
I see
aim
you.
mod, and like the weapons had like
careful,
completely
you got
different
company.
stats on each. Like you could just get shot on auto aim mode and it was fine, but on no auto aim mode you couldn't. Playing auto aim mode was like pointless. I don't know who likes playing multiplayer shooters with auto aim. I couldn't resist. I knew it was gonna kill me. Genuinely like. Why is there a grenade here? Multiplayer shooters with auto aim on, I genuinely don't understand how people enjoy. Like with really serious auto aim. And it was like perfect auto aim. Like 100% auto aim. You press the button and you'll spin 360 degrees to lock onto a man and ignore the target. In fact, sometimes you will even if there's a guy right in front of you, just 'cause it's weird. But then they just decided to keep that for the Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead multiplayer. Guy, you've been caught. We've done this. Boom.
Hey, look out! You got another sniper on you! Make a run for it, I'll keep it busy!
All right.
What am I making a run for?
Come on, Max! Move!
Brian. Where I'm going.
Come on, move!
Scared. I got no bullets.
Get your ass in gear, bro!
Okay, I'm in.
Hey, I think Grand Theft Auto Online was like trash, by the way. And Red Dead Online. Well, Red Dead 2 Online.
How's it looking, Max?
It's all clear up here.
What about the kid with the money?
Oh, it does give you the opportunity to be a
Must be still in
pacifist.
this section.
Because the combat's so bad.
What's happening, Passos?
Shit. There's a whole gang ahead of my way. I'm almost out of ammo, bro. Making a run for it.
All right. Try to clear you some space.
Shoot better with one arm.
I'm going back in, bro.
We do love Francisco. Francisco's amazing, despite Grand Theft Auto Online being garbage.
Help me out here, Max. Pull the trigger, bro. Come on, Max. There's still two on me.
I've already killed 2 of them. In the time it took you to say that. I can't move my aim off him when he's doing this. Now
Over the stairs, Max. On the left of the boat.
it still looks annoying when when he's playing it. It's just the videos are very good and very well edited.
Two more. Jump to the stairs. Got the other two. Come on.
Guy! Cool it!
There's two coming. Other side of the fence.
Yeah, it helps that we don't have to play it.
Damn, it's locked. I'm gonna try the other side.
There were like powers that you could do. Like there were kill streaks. And one of them were
There's three more. In front of me, Max. Shoot two of the bastards.
I
can only shoot one at a time.
Sniper that's killing
On
them all.
top of me, bro. Shoot, for Christ's sake. Here's the other.
Yeah, what if you're gonna be that rude?
Another one. Bottom of the stairs.
It's not the bottom of the stairs now. There were a kill streak that made your allies show up as enemies and turned friendly fire on for a little while. And everyone just panicked and shot you who was on your team instantly. Like, you've been like hanging out with a dude for like the whole round, shooting baddies. He's looking right at you.
Clear,
The
Max.
power goes off. He panics and shoots you in the face.
Damn, bro.
You'd think it wouldn't be that
That wasn't
great
fun.
a move, but
Listen to me. You head for the chopper.
it was by far the best
Out of
one.
here. I guess I'll stay on the money.
Sounds like a plan.
Bit late for a plan, pal.
God damn it!
Max?
Shit. Now we got another sniper on me. So let me deal with this guy first.
All right, bro. I'm moving too. Stay in touch.
Also, you could go into slow motion in multiplayer, but it didn't. It was weird. Anyone who was like near you didn't go into slow motion. No, anyone else who was near you did go into slow motion. So if you activate slow motion, you'd immediately just get shot in the face. By other people who were in slow motion. Do you think they're gonna kiss? Max and friend of Max?
Place was like Fort Knox.
Hey, Passos.
Just like Fort Knox, they had a
Passos.
keyboard, buttons on.
Got you on the security camera. Where are you?
It does seem wrong, and it was really annoying when like people activated it and you were just stuck in slow-mo and like nowhere near the fight. Because it's like, okay, well, if I was in the fight, I'd have also gone into slow motion.
And who are these fine gentlemen?
Some kind of paramilitaries. I don't know.
Paramilitary.
Damn, that's weird.
Right-wing guns for
It's
hire.
weird.
Cops
I can't remember
I don't
exactly
know.
how it works.
But they can
He made the noise and the screen distortion even if you didn't get the
What's going on
slow-mo. Ooh, horrible.
Guy's pleading for his life.
I think you were one of the powers though, so everyone had the one that makes your teammates shoot each other
The river.
instead.
Jesus, they've shot him.
Well, there goes the money. Now we've lost a wife and $3 million. The boss will be giving us a raise at this rate.
Yeah, that's messed up, all right.
Did it say, there goes the money in screen words while I was hydrating?
Take care of that guy in the IT tower. I'll meet you at the chopper.
I'm gonna make a run for the light rig.
I had a hole in my second favorite drinking arm, and the only way we were likely to get Fabiana back now was in installments. Whoever our uninvited guests were, I was about done playing soldiers.
Whoa. Well, that didn't last long. Okay, we're on 1 health. Okay, no, we're not on 1 health anymore. What? Man wouldn't die. Need to make sure there's been the little cross. Oh, they're not dead. Keep this in mind. That man is dead. That man is also dead. There we go. Valley go.
There was only one way up there.
No minis for me, please. I choose life.
Okay, I'm going up.
Good. Make it quick.
Believe me, I ain't gonna drag this out.
That went bad. I didn't want to go into slow-mo because I'd dive off the edge, and I know I'd dive off the edge. Kill me in slow-mo! Unbelievable. Sometimes you gotta point at the sky. I love the sky. But game! How do I avoid being shot by that man? I don't have a move for that. I just have to run forwards and hope he doesn't shoot me. He didn't shoot me that time. Also, this time it gave me Payne.
There was only one way up there.
The other man was dead in the way.
Okay, I'm going up.
I'm going up.
Make it quick.
Believe me, I ain't gonna drag this out.
Yeah, use slow-mo. You motherfucker. I'm so mad at you right now. Can you switch shoulder? Kind of. I don't think it helped.
We'd have
Not like
destroyed
properly?
Sao Paulo's most hallowed place of worship. Looking back, it was strange how
That
the
guy
cops
decides
never
to pop
showed
out
up.
the wrong way at
things
the
had
wrong
a habit
time.
of
You just
only
can't
making
hit him,
sense to
and he
me,
can shoot
looking
you.
back long after I'd run out of time to fix them.
Oh god, I'm glad I got him. I was a little worried, so I was on 1 health.
Right on top of him. Jump the railing.
This is a bad idea.
You do this all the time, Max. This is your main thing. I got him in the knee. He's dead now.
I know. You know how to make an entrance, bro. Now let's get the hell out of here.
I got shot 10,000 times. Once quite badly. Luckily, we remembered where we parked. It's not worth it. We're being paid to get the money. Now those two. Fair enough.
At least we know where she is. Yeah, fantastic. Another good day's work.
Another good day's work.
Trouble seems to find us, Max.
Trouble seems to find us, Max. Max.
Trouble finds us the same way you found me. Slumped in a bar.
In a bar.
Drunk on self-pity.
Drunk on self-pity.
I'd been sitting at the bar for 3 hours, or about 5 years, depending on how you looked at things.
That is
I
a
tried
horrible
not to look at
necktie.
things.
He
I
really
tried
is
not
a
to
cop.
Think about when it was that my existence became less about the things that make up people's lives, and more about the holes that losing those things leave behind.
Life
I
is a
wasn't
box
doing a
of
very good
them.
job at it. These pricks had been annoying me for days. They were typical Jersey rich kids.
Jersey
The
rich
ringleader,
kids.
I think his name was Tony. His dad was some well-known hood, drug dealer, racketeer, pillar of the New Jersey community.
Line them up, line them up, line them up. Let me ask you a question. Let's go. Where the fuck are your donuts?
This kid had a well-developed sense of humor for New Jersey.
Where are my donuts?
Seriously? I thought I told you to get out of here, old man.
Still on the case of the missing donuts.
It's a nice echo. Your gorillas have personalities of their
I
own.
think
and
I've
they
got
just
quotes.
agree with everything you say.
Very funny, old man. Very fucking funny.
Funny's hilarious.
Yeah, has-been washed-up old cop should go on TV. Yeah. Tell some jokes about how you got your wife killed or some shit.
Yeah, where's the little old lady?
Probably wouldn't be very funny.
How you got involved
Oh,
with
jeez, I don't know I had that money.
I own this town, amigo.
That's a good line. You practice that in front of the mirror in your underwear? Your father owns this town. Yeah, dear old dad, well-known drug dealer and murderer. You're nothing but a chump.
You disrespect my family. You ain't got the right.
Hey, you don't take that from this punk, Tony.
I ain't taking nothing from him. God hasn't already deprived him of. But I'm
He's been
sorry.
deprived.
Anytime. Now say you're
Get him.
sorry. You
Say
fucking
you're sorry.
has-been cop, motherfucker. Say you are sorry.
Say you're fucking
Look
sorry,
away from me.
I
Look
want
away
a
from me. Don't
sorry.
you stare at me.
You've
Say
hurt
you're
my
sorry.
feelings.
Which you want first?
Don't act clever, you fucking leather jacket dipshit cop cunt. Don't act clever.
Leather jacket
I will
dipshit.
blow your brains all over this
Fuck this
counter. Every
motherfucker.
fucking where.
Blow him up.
Tony, calm the fuck with me, Marty. I'll shoot you as well.
Marty,
Don't fuck with me.
Marty, he ain't fucking kidding.
Put the
Shut
gun
fuck
down,
up.
son.
Who the fuck is this?
Put the gun down now.
Hey.
Thank you, thank you. Now
Stay
get
away
the
from
fuck
me.
out of here before any of you get shot.
I got you. Who the fuck are you? I got you.
Don't worry about it.
Fuck.
Go on,
I
fuck
got
off.
your face, you motherfucker. Coming back for you,
Yeah.
you fuck.
I look
I
forward
got
to
your
it.
face.
Yeah?
Stay right here. Stay right here. You don't know who you're fucking with.
Yeah, whatever. Max fucking Payne. How you doing,
Max
man?
Payne.
I'm doing about as good as I look.
You don't remember me? Pasos.
This is the only
How
bar in
Pasos?
town where they serve pills
Come on,
on
we went to
tap.
the academy together, man. You don't remember?
That's going back a long way, French.
I spent 5 years on the beat in the Bronx, working homicide. I nearly got killed, man. I gave up. I got into private work. Here, Central America, Brazil, where my family comes from. All over.
Ah, that's great. Travel, see the world.
Yeah. Keeps me busy. I take care of people, you know?
Take care of
Proper bodyguarding. Hey, I'm working for a good firm. I'm actually here on a bit of a recruitment drive.
Yeah, well, why don't you drive on off back into the sunset there, Pesos? It's been nice catching up.
At least let me buy you a drink.
Fucking name's
Yeah,
Pesos.
sure. Anybody can buy me a drink.
All right.
It's Raul money.
Look, this is the way we do it in Brazil, baby.
I had to admit, I kind of liked the guy.
Hey, another round, another round. Max is buying.
He had a great set of stories, but I still wasn't interested in becoming a white knight again.
Saúde.
Cheers.
What, I don't look like I go to Shakespeare or something? Saúde!
Get in there.
Oh, jeez.
You faggot still got something to say to me?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're gonna shoot him
Fuck
in a
off.
second.
I don't like spicks who tell me to fuck off.
Well, good for you. Now fuck off!
Don't stare at me, whore.
Fuck you, asshole. No dick, asshole.
What'd you say?
Remember
You
that
heard
line?
me. I'm not frightened of you. You
Fuck you,
spray-tanned
asshole!
Guido
No
Girl
dick,
sure had
asshole!
balls. I had to give her that.
Oh, shit!
I don't know why I did it. Guess I never liked seeing girls get hit. But from that moment, I was dead in that town.
Cover me! Take him out!
No, Dick Guido, douchebags! I hope you all die!
Keep your head down!
Men back here, but let's double down.
Someone stop him shooting at me! Are you kidding me?
Oh! Give me that shotgun. No. I'm gonna check for treasure. I really want his shotgun. I don't like the shotguns. Pat of a gold 19. Oh, I have a 1911.
The bar
Just
held
half
a
as
lot
many
of
bullets in
memories
as
for
the
me.
Beretta. I thought they were
Most of them
dying quick
fuzzy,
though.
but memories nonetheless. This looked like goodbye.
I know you brought a fucking army down here. Oh, shit!
Ah.
Ah, shit!
Oh.
There ain't a light. It ain't a tunnel. I'm gonna hurt. It's a hole.
Oh. There's always a hole. There's always a light.
Time to see what's waiting outside for us.
That's not a river. That's a hole. It's actually a lake, but it's also a hole with water in it.
Stopped. I told you to stop. We're fine. What do you mean we're fine? Come on, huh? We're not fine. Oh, we're not fine. What's the boss gonna say when he finds out we're sitting out here jerking off?
I thought you... Car, why would you do this to me? I trusted you, Car.
Stopped. I told you to stop. Fuck the fucking
Take a chance.
So it seems.
Hey, your buddy's inside. Wanna talk?
That's Car explode.
I hate seeing you like this.
Car has exploded. Good job, Car.
I ain't waiting to see who else
You let me down the first time, but you got it right that
Thought
time.
about saying
Holy
the
shit, there was a
cops,
lot of people
but
behind
this was
those
no
guys.
time for bad jokes.
We alright, White Row? You seem to have stopped. Mr. Money, you're not moving.
gonna make this easy for us, are they?
Stay over here. Cover me.
Yes, sir.
He could have been setting me up for a fall, but something told me to stay put and trust him.
Trust.
Okay, everybody out.
And there he was, back in amongst it to help me out of a jam.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I'm good. I live right around the corner. Let's go this way.
Let's go, man.
The bar was right around the corner from my apartment. It only took a few minutes to get back.
5 minutes spent in shoot dodge. Achievement unlocked. It wasn't a proper achievement. Don't get excited.
Nice place you got here, homie.
Stuff from that. Nice place.
Thanks for noticing.
Why are you living like this?
Like what?
You know, scratching around? Sitting in bars all day?
Maybe I just haven't found the right guy to put a bullet through my head yet. I just don't know.
I can get you work, Max. Work that only a guy like you can do.
A guy like you can do.
Can you give me work sitting in a bar feeling sorry for myself? Where do I sign up?
Saúde.
Gesundheit.
Poured myself a pair of drinks. Real misunderstood.
Best guy in the academy. And you won medals on the street.
Hey, I lost loved ones on the street. All right? Family. More than once.
Yeah, I know.
You lost one family.
Start over.
Come on.
You've mourned enough.
I ain't a cop no more.
And this ain't cop work. This is protecting people in places where the cops ain't too hot.
No thanks, pal. I think I just better lay low for a while.
Imagine a place where the cops ain't too
I want
hot.
on the roof. You, I want on every doorway. And you guys.
You have to watch every doorway.
About that plan.
I'm coming after you, you motherfucking murdering bastard! Me and 100 angry greaseballs!
Who's that?
Anthony DeMarco. He's the father of the kid I just shot.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Payne! You killed my boy! You killed my only son!
We gotta get out of here now.
You're not inviting these guys in?
If I had two
When
sons,
did
I'd
I ever
understand.
needed to
But
invite
Max,
trouble in? It always
come
found
on.
me, no matter where I hid.
Vamos, man, let's go! Droga!
Oh. I didn't realize they were bad, eh? I don't know why.
Hey, you're fucking dead!
Shh, my boy.
Don't be afraid of the fires. You think they'll hurt you? You think they'll char your skin and char your bones? But it'll make you clean in the long run. The joys of hygiene.
A strange thing has just occurred. However, that's probably the most Max Payne thing that happens in this entire game.
Evil men, you were born in filth and squalor, but today you will be cleansed. Cleansed in fire.
It was hard seeing Brewer go out like that, but I got to thinking it was what he was waiting for, a chance to make a difference. At least that's what helps me sleep at night. Looked like he was keeping an eye on me.
Shame that guy died.
Must have thought we were kindred spirits.
Seemed
More
like
and
what he
more,
wanted.
I think he was right.
At least he looked like he was having a good time. Check to see if he had any pizza left.
It made for interesting reading. If I'd been given a few more years looking into the bottom of a glass, I might have been on the same page.
I think there were. Remember that Max Payne 2 is a level where there's an escort mission where you just protect a guy in a mascot costume. He keeps falling over. It's a very deadly serious game where that happens.
On a date at the arcade with Bicycle Helmet Girl.
Yeah, we're not on a date.
Give me a minute, Piss.
We joined our
Watching
hero
TV.
on a top secret training mission.
Cartoons are
That's
on.
more like it.
When in the blink of an eye, the trickster Sassy appears and grabs Bicycle Helmet Girl.
Help me, baseball bat boy! I'll save you. Base is loaded. Here's the windup and the pitch.
Then suddenly, the trickster Sassy presents his latest evil trick, a devilish aging ray.
Oh no, Triple B! Don't get unnaturally old before your time. Don't worry, Bicycle Helmet Girl. I'll never get old.
Oh, drat. I got old.
Hit a grand slam and save me, Triple B.
How's baseball bat boy gonna get out of this one?
Will a curse.
Pesos, a kidnapped Bicycle Helmet Girl.
He can't even run the bases anymore. What will he do next? Find out in the next episode.
Can't wait for the next episode.
Adventures of Captain Baseball Bat Boy.
Hippos get hungry in the middle of the night. Good thing Hippo's Hamburgers is open 24 hours. Try the Hippo Family Pack.
Oh.
Keep those little hippos fat.
Not interested in fast food. I only want to know about baseball bat boy. What? No, never mind. That'll do. This one.
Up and out. Scramble away from what's left of your life over dead bodies and a few loose roof tiles. If I'd thought things through, I may have sat down and let myself burn right there.
I just thought it'd be funny to jump up that little step. Shooting. I don't see anyone. Ah! Unbelievable. Rude. Do I go that way? It's gonna be hard to get back. No. These guys are way less dangerous than the ones in the last level. I can beam something up and not be dead immediately.
Let's look alive. We're gonna get this prick. Come on, I wanna hear some motivation. Let's go.
Hey, what was that?
What was what?
I heard something.
Kinda
Up there!
Up where?
Up there!
What you bitching? No, there he is! Shoot him!
God damn it! Fools, you've done a thing that makes me go into slow motion. I got them all. It's over. I have the high ground.
You need some help there, brother?
I needed help 5 minutes ago.
You look like you were doing fine.
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel that way.
Well, you ain't lost it.
I
Hey,
feel like I have more
it looks like
bullets
there
in
might be
me
a
than
way
usual.
down through the wreck up here.
Or maybe less.
There were wrecks all around, and not the kind you fix
Definitely
up
the
for a
too many
weekend
are too
project.
few.
These were the wrecks you crossed the road to avoid.
but they're always one step ahead. They don't need to second guess us when they're covering all the angles.
Why are they covering so many angles, considering we're no longer, like, in the same building complex as we were? We've gone across, like, 15 rooms, which they were all guarding all of, and then at a completely different building. Yeah. Well, that's... you know what? No one hit anyone, though. Not that. I wanted the fucking AK. I got them both by accident, didn't I? There we go. Now we're cooking. Because if I ever want to get both pistols out, I will have to drop the AK. Because he only has one hand to carry it in. He doesn't have a holster for the AK. I don't know, I like it. It's kind of cool. Ah! We're not firing, Max! Why are we not firing? I was confused. And surrounded, and I jumped into a wall. It's fine. Okay, so kept the gun I didn't want. A bit.
It's a building compliance meeting up here.
That's not what we want. Wait, where's my AK? I want it back. This is an MP5. There we go. Now we're cooking. It's fine.
You settling in here? Come on, let's go.
What? Why did... Where do I go? Is this where he came in? Hang on. Momentary loss of direction.
I don't want to die here.
This is fine. Hang on, Pesos. Be there in a sec. Oh, this is why you've gone. Please stop pulling out your pistol, Max. Come on. I just want to use the AK. It's fine. It's not even the pistol I want, Max. I didn't even have that.
These chumps have been chopping up cars around the corner from my apartment for the last year. The ex-cop in me clocked it months ago, but the deadbeat in me didn't give a shit.
What the fuck? Oh, shit, are you serious? Go! Over there! Spread out! Let's move! I'll cover you!
Sad
I'll kill him!
but now I'm just sad. What did I hit? Ah! God.
I'm fine with the leather. This don't show the blood so much.
It's true. It's harder to see the blood than on his previous clothes.
How's this look?
Pesos, I don't know how dolls work. I need help. Pesos, you're in the way. This seems like an ambush because of all the chest-high walls. It's a dead giveaway. Well, that's it. How'd you do that? I don't know why I thought I would be able to. Call of Duty, this is not. Dead
You know your
end.
way around these parts.
Let's just get over there.
Yeah? Think you need a hand?
No, do you?
I'm not gonna finish this game
big
today. I
O.
might try and get halfway, because this game's on 2 discs.
Should be a bit quieter in here.
A bit quieter in here. Or I might just go for a couple
Yeah,
hours and see how it
it's nice.
feels. But yeah, coming up on 2 hours. I've definitely
See
got
why you
another
don't want to
hour.
leave this place, Max. It's real charming.
Isn't it?
So look, I got some friends in Queens. We can stay there for a few days.
Queens.
Queens.
You want a job yet, Max?
Job yet, Max. The words flashing up on the screen. I can't deal with it.
So here we were, miles up the Tiete River, looking for what we did not know.
Max, you listening?
I wasn't
Max.
listening.
So like I was saying, I think they're a group called the Crachapre.
Why'd you tell me they were called the CS?
They are. I mean, Fabiana, she was kidnapped by the CS. The guys that crashed that little party at the stadium, they were a group of paramilitaries.
You'll have to forgive me for not being able to follow all this.
You're not supposed to follow it. The government can't even follow it.
Don't
It
worry
ensures
about it,
that no
Max.
one's ever killed you.
Every single person wants to kill you.
Why'd
It's
they
fine.
do it? Bust us at the stadium.
Somebody told them we were gonna be there with a whole lot of money. Anyway, the money's gone. Just hope we can get the girl back.
Go
me too.
back.
Wonder where the hell she is.
You know, there's a harbor about a half a mile up. She's gotta be there. This is a known Comando Sombra area.
You know, if I've been doing my job properly,
Max, how
I
could
wouldn't
you
be
have
out here in the
possibly
middle of
done your
nowhere
job
looking
any
for some
better?
broad who got pinched on my watch.
That's what we tell ourselves, huh?
You've
It's
killed
all
1,000 people.
No, I'm serious. By the time they grabbed the girls, I was half cut. I ain't slipping, man. I'm slipped.
I ain't slipping,
bad
man.
joke.
Max,
I'm
we're
slipped.
private security. We're all ex-soldiers, ex-special forces, ex-cops, ex-good guys. We all have our reasons why we became ex. Maybe now we can put things right, okay?
So that was it, was it?
Max has
Say
weird
the
comic
magic
book
word and be
adventures
absolved of your sins.
that tie into
If only
Norse
shit were that simple
mythology
I'd done it
normally.
years ago. Me, I've been stuck in the past so long I'd forgotten what year it was.
Hey, Max, quit your daydreaming. This is it. It's over there. I'm gonna cut the engine. Glide in.
Dang, he's ever been like a good guy, good
go
guy.
anywhere.
He just kind of shoots gangsters. This is the silenced pistol. You can't get it in multiplayer. You can't get it in any other single player level. It's the only one in the game. Check it out. But first, I need the loo again. I'll be right back. We drank too much soda. And also I need to get water. Because I won't be able to hydrate. I thought the MP for this was... or possibly not great. I just drank too much soda. back. Okay, it might be the old lady bladder curse. There's a chance. Cool. We can do stealth with this pistol. I'll never do stealth, and I don't think this game has stealth mechanics, so...
Here I was, some hopped-up gringo a long way from home, making trouble the only way I knew. As the weather worsened, I caught a glimpse of the rusted shells of previous lives that had been lived out here in this swampy shithole, and I wondered if I would end up the same way, or what would happen to that girl I was supposed to protect. I had no idea what lay ahead, and as much as part of me would rather be anywhere else, I knew this was where I had to be. I felt responsible. I just had to fix the situation right here.
Is Fear the... I don't remember. Fear did have slow-mo in it as well, didn't it? That's the one where when someone used slow-mo, everyone went into slow-mo even if they were nowhere near the fight.
Cheap hoods
But the person who used it could like turn slightly faster than everyone else. Fear 2 did.
The slab of meat on the boat.
Did Fear 1 as well?
Serrano, they call
I only played Fear 2, I never played Fear 1.
Our suspicions were correct. Fabiano was
also Fear 3 is like one of the worst games ever of all time.
Quietly if possible. Last thing I wanted was a party with these clowns.
For 3, sorry. Fear 1 slaps. Fear 2 is like decent. Fear 3 is absolutely god awful. I got scared and did a jump. You're not dead. Stop pretending.
I kept moving toward the signs of life, rubbing them out as I went along.
Max, why did you just do a somersault? He's got both his bloody guns! Fear 1's really good. Fear 1's kind of a classic.
Fabiano was at least alive.
It's not like a classic, it's like a low-key classic.
Quite the kind and gentle type. I had to find that room quickly.
Fear 2's fine. Extraction Point's pretty good as well. The first, like, expansion campaign for Fear. We could get to that. I've got Fear on Xbox. Fear 3's trash. It's like a co-op multiplayer. Right. Fear 3. I'm gonna pause the game so I can do a rant. So there's two characters, right? You can play as Point Man, the famous Point Man from Fear. The iconic Point Man who everyone knows. Who's the main guy in all of them. Point Man. You love Point Man. For 3. Okay, yeah, true. Or Fettel, the like weird bad guy who shows up occasionally in like Fear 1. Point Man has all the powers of a man who can shoot guns. And Fettel has weird ghost moves that aren't guns that he can shoot. But he can possess people and then he can shoot guns for a little while. So you can play... and it's like competitive multiplayer? Like at the end, whoever got the most points in the game, like actually scores you with actual points. And whoever got the most points gets their ending to play instead of the other player. But your two options are a guy who just shoots guns and a guy who can't shoot guns most of the time but has the power to let himself shoot guns for a little while. It seems like Point Man's probably gonna... Whoever's playing as Point Man has a little bit of an advantage. For Max Payne,
I didn't
Max
want
Payne
to think
1's my
about what
favorite.
would be happening on that video feed now.
If that's what you're talking
Just
about.
my
That
own
is a
imminent
different revolver.
cameo.
It's a Taurus ball. Okay.
I had to keep moving. I hoped that I'd find Fabiana sooner than later, if at all.
I did not mean to hit reload there. That was not what I wanted. This is why we don't take the Taurus. Get out of here. Bad revolver. Is this a... It's just a shotgun. It's fine. I don't know why. I just thought you were a grenade launcher. Thank you. He wishes he had time powers now. I think Fear 2 is the multiplayer game I remember where you die, respawn, and then someone would use slow-mo while you were walking back to the fight. So you're just walking back in slow motion with nothing to do. That's... he's not dead. I know, man. No, Max! Shoot! I shouldn't have held the analog stick. If you leave the analog stick alone, it'll just lay on the ground and let you shoot. Getting stuck in animations is actually like part of the mechanics of the game in this. Like you get stuck in an animation if you dodge wrong
That
and hit
was
a
the
wall
chair that she had been held
while
in.
he's wobbling
I
back up.
just missed them.
And once you complete a dive, you have the choice of get up or keep shooting while laying on the floor. And the cost of getting up is... it takes an animation. Stay with the AK for now. Served me okay so far. Well, I'm not like fully convinced.
She was on the move. If they'd finally decided to kill her, I wasn't doing anything to persuade them otherwise.
He's done it anyway. Well, listen to him. Also, he just dropped his AK. I wish you could just slide around on your butt like in Resi 6.
Wanted to make a play.
This does have the beginnings of
I had
Flopka.
just about enough sense to know that I'd end up with another dead girl in my arms if I did.
I've got one, right? Well, oh. Never mind, we're doing it. I missed so many shots. Yes! Fucking gum! It's really good. Okay, the combat system in this game makes you feel like a fucking badass when you do it good. Makes you feel like a complete clown when you flop into a wall and then collapse. Perfect. Perfect battle system. And exactly how I planned it. For the first time ever.
I was in a cocaine factory, but I'd stick to the depressants. It seemed Serrano's boys had targeted the entire Bronco family and didn't give a shit which one they pinched. I I open the door to the next circle of this low-rent hell.
I open the door. The door button was coated in a thin layer of grime. It reminded me of this town. I know you're alive. You told me. No, no. Ah! Ah! Whoa! Didn't expect that. Are you dead? He ran out and punched me. I don't know what is happening. Okay. No, Max! You're aiming at his head which is in the wall. Foul. Fuck is shooting. I wanted the treasure. Ah, where is the treasure? You would see treasure. Not doing great on health, I have noticed. It's all went a bit weird and wiggly. Never mind. Please, we'll drink some more painkillers, we're fine. I think I've ever seen one do the punch move before. It's normally a really bad idea to get right close to him. The dude shoot you in the head if you get really close. Which is a thing that kills you. Whoa! What exploded? Okay, he's told. Ah. Okay, don't lie down and have a nap in the middle of a gunfight. They will throw grenades at you. Lesson learned. Oh, that might hurt. Shot him in the ball. God. I didn't think that guy would die. I thought he just tripped. Nice.
I hadn't seen Fabiana in a worrying amount of time, but at least I wasn't following the trail of her fingers. Malaria tablets might have been more useful out there.
But probably not, because I get shot a lot more often than I get malaria.
I had to keep on going across the docks.
Player, you're going the wrong way. Stop looking for treasure. Player, you're taking too long to go across. Payne, Max Payne 1, where?
There they were. I had the feeling I'd been running
In
one
like a
step
dream,
behind
he
ever since I
discovers
got to
he's
this country,
a character in a video game.
and maybe a few years before that as well.
It's just like... It's just Guy. Max is just Guide. I don't know how he can flop so well. I know he's got such powerful flops. It's like an aging fat dude. Gun is not working. Never mind, go on. That'll do. I have used up all my Desert Eagle though. Oh god, I hit that one. Oh, that way! We good? Going all out. Might be good. By the way, shoot dodging is very dangerous here. If you go in the water, you just die. It'll let you dive off the end into the water. It will look very, very funny, and then you'll die. Also, I might have just done it. Not quite. Stop driving the boat. We're not friends. That's definitely in the water though, isn't it? Whoops! that was just demonstrating, obviously. What else would that have been? Nem said he didn't know that. Thank you for waiting until I got to go. Very polite. No, wrong side. It's fine. Wow, it's such a good gun. Semi-automatic weapons are so good in this. It's very, very accurate. They do a lot of damage. There we go. Okay, 3. How am I missing? So bad. Behind. Stop! Stop driving boats around here. See you, man. Let's see a lot. We did fail to kill 2 out of the 3 bombmen. They'll go on to perpetrate, but into the future. This is tragic. get that, Max? You have a revolver, Max. You had the Taurus. Now he's allowed to go in the water without getting killed. Oh, you couldn't swim, man.
Max! Max! You alright? What's going on? Where's Fabiana?
They took her in a boat.
They went that way.
Straight ahead.
Okay, don't worry. Hang on.
Boy, did I need to hang on. The whole operation was slipping out of our grip. I was an overconfident
Felt like
junkie going
I
into
had
the
everything
jungle
under
alone.
control until now.
Oh, shit, more company!
This ain't looking good, bro.
I think he's got an M6 there. That's just on the ball?
Fabian.
Beat up, broken, alive. I don't know what to say.
Jump behind us, Passos.
I see it! Look out!
That's not an M6.
Another one down.
Porra! That's them, ain't it? Fabiana's boat is in the front. Don't lose it!
I only could see the ammo box.
Keep after them!
I feel like that'd be a lot more difficult to do without the auto aim.
From the one we need. I can't get a shot
Kinda
at
glad I can
Fabiana.
stop those.
Baby, come on. Oh, shit.
We can't lose her.
Oh,
We need to get past that
stop.
decoy boat.
I don't approve of the things you're doing.
Shit! Grenade!
Down.
That doesn't look so good.
I think she's flooded, bro. I gotta try and get her back up.
Just what we need. Come on, let's go, brother.
You probably stop jumping out in front of me. I have a very large gun. Uh-oh. Whoops.
Over there, man, over there.
Keep the steady.
Jesus, please, I have time powers and a large gun.
I nearly got it. Hey, keep it back.
Alright, there we go. Pull them in the devil's hat. All these achievement things are Max Payne from the other games.
Hey, I got it!
I could check what it is on
You can do it.
on IMFDB.
Very cool.
It looks like a hedge cat.
Shit, look out, more.
And movie firearm service, where all the gun nerds go and talk about war nerds. I know about it because I knew someone who used to post on there.
sure they missed us.
You. I thought it was just gonna be a nice vacation.
Hey, I got an idea. Hold on.
Hold on.
Catch up to me. I can catch Fabiana's boat if you get these guys out of our path.
Hey. I don't know what you're talking about. Good thing I got it.
They got an armada out here.
Brazilian tourist
Okay.
officers get a load of this.
Man, they know all about it. Shows a different campaign.
Almost got delayed to tell the tale.
The place was crawling. How many guys they got?
How many poor kids want nice sneakers? It ain't hard to hire.
Hey, we're on him again.
See Fabian?
Move up, Bongo.
All right. I'll get us a little closer.
Close in.
Come on, just give me a second.
This is screwed. We're not coming this close to let her go.
I'm afraid this shit's gonna come down to more than willpower.
Can't shoot far enough that way.
Get me next to them. What the fuck? Gonna hit the pier?
This is fine. Oh, he's got his Desi. Did I shoot through the man and hit her, or did I just shoot her because I'm stupid? Pretty sure I shot through that man. How incomplete! That boat's broken.
Passos! Try it, man. Shit.
This is tragic.
Fabiana had slipped through my fingers for a second time. Another habit I didn't want or need.
It's close. We almost got her. Damn.
I don't think we ever had much chance. No one told us they had an entire goddamn army.
I don't think anybody knew. Crazy shit.
Yeah. It's all crazy, pal. Non-stop insanity. Thought I left all this shit behind. Easy gig, you said. What a fool I was to get involved in this madness.
Hit Heckler and Cut HK21. Fucking got it. I am, in fact, a big Darkus who, for some reason, knows his guns. LMG-30 is just a generic name. Poor Max. Poor sad boy.
Get up, bro. Max. Wake up, Max. Come on. Get up, you big bastard. Come on.
I'm up.
Yeah? You don't look up.
She's better without trousers.
Just give me a second, will you? Really not feeling too good.
Hey, Max, what is it with you in interior design? Huh? You really know how to give a place a great lived-in feel, huh? This is beautiful.
Fuck off with the fucking wisecracks. Really, I'm not in the mood.
Okay, sorry, bro. The boss wants to see us, so let's go, come on. Take your time, man. Fucking unbelievable. Jesus.
I heard that.
Oh,
Damn,
give
a
me
dog
second. I'm
and
not
a
feeling
drug.
so good.
Bom dia.
Alice estava aí?
O que o senhor acha? Claro que sim. E o senhor bem pontual,
Tudo bem.
não? Ah.
You fucking pair of clowns!
I'm sorry, sir.
What do
We
you
missed our lives
mean?
Several times over trying to save.
There's two of us and we killed 10,000 people.
Yes. Who has it in for our family?
I mean, just because we are rich and happy, is that a good reason to hate us?
Rich and
I
happy.
do a lot of good in this town. A lot.
This is hell for me. As I told you yesterday, when I
It's
get
Brazil,
Fabiana
it
back, I think
kinda
I'll
is a
move
good
us to
reason.
Miami or Geneva. It feels like nothing good can come from living in Sao Paulo right now.
I hope you're not giving up on our city, Senor Branco. Listen, we will catch the man. You have my word on that.
It kind of is,
Listen to Mr. Becker,
generally.
brother. Yes,
Having a
tough
certain
times,
amount of
but
wealth
we have
does
been
make
through
you
it before.
immoral.
Like when father died.
Father had a heart attack visiting a brothel. Yeah, it was humiliating,
But-
embarrassing for sure.
Especially bad in
different.
Brazil.
This is the end for
Well,
me.
she's not dead. Maybe
When
we'll be
the
lucky.
divide
Get her back
between
safe
rich
soon.
and poor
I can
is
almost guarantee it.
penthouses overlooking slums.
Maybe.
Be strong, brother. For your wife.
That's my
I
IRL
know
Mad
this has
Max
been tough
speech
on
for
you,
the day.
But things will get better. For all of us. Hmm? Marcelo, pasos in my helicopter. This way.
Sure.
Mr. Becker,
Senhor?
let us give you a ride.
Bom. Até logo, Senhor Branco. And may I say, you would be best served se contratar profissionais e não esses amadores pés de chinelo.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Até logo, Senhor Branco.
I had so many plans, Max.
Didn't we all?
I was born into great fortune. Sometimes it feels like I have done nothing apart from being a rich man in a poor country. The men I talk to, they only see money. Not my wife. I am not naive. She does not love me for my body.
Well, despite your good fortune, you're still a decent man.
Please, don't want your life story.
I don't know. I try to be. But maybe I'm just another rich fool, just like the rest of my friends.
Rich fool.
Com licença. Tem uma ligação pro senhor, policial chamado Senhor da Silva.
Da Silva.
Diga que eu ligo mais tarde.
Sim.
Another bent cop wanting a pension contribution. Do you think a pile of shit feels popular because it's surrounded by flies? Look at me. I'm a mess.
Mess.
O que está acontecendo? Meu Deus.
Oh, back again.
Sim,
The lads.
pode entrar.
Senhor, temos problema. O sistema de segurança foi desativado.
I can see that. We got men entering the building, and the office won't lock down.
Posso?
Claro que pode.
You have glasses. Make the computer work.
There's a way to reboot the system. If I can get to the server room, I should be able to get everything back online.
Strange. You pay a couple $1 million, and you expect to push a button to be able to make all your problems go away. All I got was some useless junk and a bit of false confidence.
Moss from the IT
Sir,
crowd.
let us handle this.
Hey, stay in your office, lock yourself in. Do not answer the door unless you know it's me. Let's go.
I should be able to override the system if I could just get to the server room.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about, everything's fine. Get down behind the desk, now, both of you.
He has big head. Oh, shit. Well, we got straight into it. The worst fucking gun in the game. Oh my god. They have ammo. It doesn't do anything. So many bullets and I'm stuck on a glass window. Wait! Okay. I got him.
Max! Max!
Probably never shoot dodged once in his life.
I need to get you to the
Oh,
server
this
room.
nerd.
Let's go. Por que não posso ficar aqui com você debaixo da mesa? Let's go, come on. Okay, I'm coming. Come on.
The real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped off.
Got an
That
achievement
left
called
us.
Headmaster
It wasn't a
for shooting lots of
fantastically
people.
comforting
Is this a
thought.
Glock? I think that's a Glock 18.
Hey, Max, come to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This code should get
It
us
doesn't
into the
have the
building.
visible extended mag that it should have if it's got 33 bullets in it though. Jeez. Jeez, Rockstar.
Oh shit! Are we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go.
Ah, we dead. They're dead. We're doing fine.
It's through here.
I want to look at the things first.
It was a lot shinier than a favela, and rent'd be easier to collect. Maybe Bronco would take pity on all the poor bastards who got evicted. I just had to keep him alive
Probably
to find
not.
out.
Come on! Through here! The server room is just past those cubicles.
I love our new song. I think he's saying go over there. Hold on
These
while I kill
clowns were
everybody.
the same guns for hire who
Clowns.
jumped our exchange at the stadium. Crotcher
Nice,
Prado,
they got
the
body
Black
armor up.
Badge. Right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Yo, we're killing right-wing paramilitaries instead, well, as well as the pods in this game. Just positively work. Jeez, Rockstar. Holy shit, this gun does no damage. Leave ball. There we go.
Hey, we're good to go. Let's get that server back online.
Can we just spend a
You'll
few
shoot
more minutes?
anyone.
Make sure they're all gone?
For the period.
Don't worry, I got your back.
What a good
Kid
dude.
was scared shitless, but I thought we'd seen the worst of it.
Okay. The server room is just down here.
You're doing good. Come on.
Eh? I just
And he's an ex-cop. He used to be a cop, but then he quit.
Say the same thing.
I think they
Fact
probably
was,
fired him
I've
for
gotten
eating too
used to
many pills.
protecting Bronco in the big bad world.
But still.
We hadn't anticipated a siege situation.
I'm very
here.
pro people who quit
Hadn't
being a
prepared
cop.
for it. I couldn't tell the kid that. Something told me these guys didn't have security clearance.
No, Max. No! Refuse to go on the right side of that. And I'm gonna get from here. Oh, bullets. GG. They got on cover on the right side of the dang wall. My walls keep falling over. I remember really liking this level because it's all just like straight lines, so it's really good for shoot dodging, right? Why are you not firing? I'm out of bullets. Fuck! I did a cool little roll and I were about to shoot him. I don't have the ammo. I know you're there. See your foot. Max, if you don't get in cover, I swear to God. Max, you know what you did. It is a different button to do cover than it is to do everything else in this game, but Max will still sometimes just not do it to keep you on your toes. Okay, now we start worrying about bullets. Good time to miss all those shots. Ah, gone. Bloody cow. That was tough as shit. You already have that gun. We have two of it. Me? Oh right, I threw you in the locker and took your lunch money, I remember. Hey,
Come on, move.
you can come out now. All men are dead.
You gonna be able to fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
You should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
All right, well, whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's.
I don't know anything about computers, but could you be pressing the buttons faster?
The
We tried
security system is
downloading more
back
RAM.
online. things might be a little tougher for our fan club from here on in. Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates. But hey, who needs a Trojan horse when the alarm is down and your standing army is a dame, a dork, and a drunk?
Title draw.
Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
Max! Your guy's working on the security system now, sir.
It just came on.
Okay, good. Then lock yourself down. Stay put. Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Get out of
Let's
here,
just
you
concentrate on
dog.
staying
You shoot
alive.
everyone.
Sir!
Oh, watch out, man.
There it went.
Don't shoot my
He was tucked
computer.
up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth. I'd woken up with a headache, and it
There were
was
no
only
bullets
getting
in the
worse.
toilet. And there never will be.
Graduation shots of Rodrigo, Victor, and Marcelo, educated at rich kid finishing schools all over Europe. No wonder they had the common touch. Poor girl was dead.
Lady had had a jam
Shot through the
accident
head
at
by
front
some
counter.
hero fighting the rich one lonely secretary at a time.
Segura firme, segura firme.
This is the wrong gun for this situation. If you had a rifle. Okay, shoot the driver first, I think. That might be a good idea. Oh my god. Gun doesn't do anything. I think it heals them. That. Gonna get you. Warned you. And then he has a net. Seems wrong. What? Oh. You can shoot through this. I shouldn't be here. He's larger than you'd think. I thought this was like semi-realistic. I've shot him like 4,000 times. Why is why is a man made of Kevlar here? Do you have to reload? He does have that big drum magazine. He probably only needs to reload like once every couple of months. Oh! Why did he die so fast that time? Unbelievable.
It looked like we'd seen the worst of it. The elevator
Give me a
would take
big
me
gun.
back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it
Doesn't
out.
even have any bullets. I want to go show the man what I found. Look at this cool gun I've got now. Used to
I didn't
belong
know
to a
what the hell I was gonna
juggernaut.
find up there, but I sensed it wasn't going to be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
Senor Branco! Senor Branco! I
Baghdad
can't get through to
G-string.
him. Ever since the security door is
Strippers
triggered, he hasn't
busting
made a
out
sound.
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up. Can you hear me?
Eu já tentei.
Senor Branco, open up! I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I knew there was another way in upstairs for the helipad, the little luxury runaround that kept the rich looking down on the poor literally as well as metaphorically.
Rodrigo! Rodrigo! Rodrigo!
It seemed like he'd had an accident.
Of course, he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues.
More of his brain matter was on his desk than usual.
I couldn't get playback on one of the cameras and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in this building was trying to keep things low-key. But then why did
Someone was
everyone
trying to
else come
keep
driving
things
through the
low-key.
goddamn wall? Fabiana.
As explained by everything that just
The
happened.
man who employed me was dead. His wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved.
Not gonna need the
Maybe
whiskey
some good.
anymore.
Picking the photo from the broken fragments, something caught my eye. Figures.
They're trying to keep things low-key. They took out the disc and then blew it up just to make sure.
Only blind luck it meant the blast wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me.
I was at 50% HP already.
Perfect. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death. Look at me.
Such a really.
I've been contracted to protect two people. One was
Max,
being
the
held in
building's on
some
fire.
hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. Shit. If I survived this, it'd be a victory for gross incompetence.
Você sabe o caminho pra sair daqui?
The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency. I was in no state to save his body from the flames.
Should I be doing this
I hadn't
right now?
saved him from the gunman either. I'm sorry, kid.
Not great at this whole saving people from things thing. I was very good at unsaving other people though. Max, I don't know what weird animations you're doing, but I need you to stop. Wow! I died then.
Rodrigo or not, Fabricas Bronco was falling apart quite literally.
can't use 2 guns at once anymore. Too small kid. But it.
Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor. This didn't look like a room where Rodrigo closed multi-million-dollar deals. It looked like a fiery hellhole.
Probably more fire in this room than there usually is. I'm sure at least some of these fires are not supposed to be here. Fuck. I got shot. No iframes in Max Payne. You tell me to go to cover, and you're too slow. He's just gonna be slowly getting into cover while enemies are shooting him. Would the cabinet not be warm, Max? It keeps happening. The architects had used too much dynamite in the structure.
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week.
Oh, he's limping. That's an horrible day. This just keeps happening.
Someone up ahead was hurt pretty bad. If he didn't die before I got to
Fell
him,
on my
I
ball.
might get some answers.
Oh, jeez. Some of his legs had fallen off.
Hey! Why? Why Rodrigo Bronco?
Why? What?
Why did you come to kill Rodrigo Bronco?
We came to kill you. Because of what you did to us. You killed so many of us.
My guy.
What reason did this poor bastard have to lie? He would be dead from shock or loss of blood in half an hour, even if I didn't leave him there to burn.
We decided to attack the security man at the fortress rather than waiting for him to be in his apartment, passed out from eating too many drugs. Because we like the challenge.
Then it was up the hill for me, I guess, where the gang held sway. I had to try to figure out who was using these angry paramilitary clowns as some kind of front to kill Rodrigo.
You'll be fine, kid. I think if you eat enough painkillers, legs grow back. Now would be a really good time to just come in his house and shoot him.
I was a mess. Rodrigo Bronco was dead. Fabiana was held hostage. I had no idea who was behind any of this. I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty, gray-haired mess. This place, well, this place was gonna kill me too. I could see that now. I decided that I was gonna die sober, not drunk.
Decided to after drinking half a bottle of whiskey.
At least then I would see who shot me. It was time to take back control from whoever was out to get me. And if I didn't flush them out, at least my midlife crisis would confuse them enough so they did something stupid. It was the only hope I had. I knew I wasn't thinking straight. I've been drinking and popping painkillers for years.
Once you
I
pop, you
lived
can't
like a
stop.
French goose and skin like red leather.
hair was making me less
Well,
aerodynamic.
It wasn't perfect. In fact, it wasn't much good at all, but it was gonna have to do. At least I was facing in the right direction.
End of disc 1! Well, that's gonna be it for today. I think. Ugh. Should I do the disc change? I do got the other disc here. I wasn't sure I was gonna finish after that level anyway. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it to the disc change. Let's just like load it in. So that we're definitely on disc 2 and we do have Ball Max Payne now. I'm just gonna switch over the disc so it's definitely checkpointed in the right half of the game. We're thinking about who we're gonna raid into now. But I had a very nice stream. I figured I might try and do a Monday and a Wednesday day stream. So I don't feel like I'm doing no dang streams. Might be my new schedule.
Hello.
Hello, Victor.
Max?
Should I just leave it until
Max,
gameplay starts?
you're
There's
alive?
the loud shirt! That's what I named the stream after!
We did not know this.
Max, I can't
We are
hear
lost,
you.
Max.
Your shirt. It's
Brother
too
was
loud.
everything to us.
I understand. Listen, I'm sorry.
Amazon
about your
Elden
loss. Both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was tricked.
What happened, Max?
I don't know.
Gonna
Some
do
guys from the Crush of Prado
Monday, Wednesday
downstairs,
day
so
streams,
while me and the
potentially.
security
I
guard
haven't
were dealing with
decided
them,
fully yet. I haven't
an
committed
assassin
fully.
must have come in and executed
Gonna
your
do
brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
No, you killed him, Boha. You killed
Tuesday,
my brother.
Thursday night streams. Tuesday day, we've got the Friends stream.
Why the hell would I do that?
Friday,
Money,
I'm
to take his money.
doing
How am I
FF8 with
getting his
Sylvie.
money, Marcelo? Please.
And Saturday and
think.
Sunday
I
we
worked
might be
my
doing a
ass
thing
off
with
for your
Cash.
family.
It's fine.
I
We're just
saved
doing
your
a
life
thing every day,
twice,
at least one
or
thing.
more.
Sometimes two
Right
things.
now I'm going to get
We'll see.
Fabiana.
Where is she? Where is Fabiana?
It's way
She's in a
less
place called Nova Esperanza.
work if you don't have to set everything up.
How do you know this, Max?
One of the Crutch of Prado.
And 3 of those are. I'm
Please,
worried that
bring
like
our
I'm not
sister
doing
and all
enough
back to
stuff,
us,
but like I
Max.
am doing quite a lot of
Our
stuff.
family is being torn apart.
Like, I know I've kind of gone down to 2 streams, but also another 3 bonus ones that aren't me.
So I guess I was finally about to.
This bit is a cutscene that lasts forever, and it's kind of I want to watch it when I'm not ending stream, so we'll just have to assume it's checkpointed. I feel like I am doing loads, but I did have fun, and that's what matters. We're thinking it's gonna be a ammo raid. Yeah. I'm looking through the options. I think it's an ammo raid. I think it's Elden Ring with Armageddon. Hey, this is a PG-13-ish channel, so cool it on the swearing over there. But Emma's great people. We're gonna go see some Elden Ring. Thanks for being here, gang. Love you guys. Next time we'll see. Or next time I decide to play Max Payne, we'll see what Max Payne does. I don't know. We'll see something. Bye.